What's going on, guys? So the Warthunder dev server is clearly live, or it was live today, and I'm going to be uploading some footage. So expect footage of all these new vehicles on the channel in the coming days. Now, obviously, there's going to be another dev server, so everything is subject to change that we see here. But I just figured I'd talk a little bit about some of the things that I like and some of the things that are going to be pretty big for the game. One of those being the ADATS. Now, this is the new top tier AA for America. This thing's armed with 8 missiles, and they're not just AAMs. They're not only anti-air missiles. They can be used against tanks. They have 900 millimeters of penetration, and they just destroy things. So I have some gameplay of me destroying things in this, and that's about it. It has the same gun that the Bradley has, only it's mounted way higher. No stabilizer, pretty slow, very top heavy, but as an AA unit, it's going to be a pretty decent counter to the Tunguska. The Tunguska guns, I think, are better than this. This gets 110 millimeters of penetration at 10 meters. Well, at least that's what it has now. So it can do damage if you get on the side of things and whatnot, but the drop on this shell is pretty bad. The sight placement seems pretty off, and I'm just not really enjoying how the actual gun works. But the missiles are a different story. They're fantastic. You can kill planes, kill tanks, you can kill anything, and it's a missile for one. That's exactly what Gaijin said, and that's how this thing is going to play. I feel like it's going to be absolutely insane. I don't know how everybody feels about this notion of modern combat and where everything's going, because, you know, CAS is going to be pretty useless soon. There's a lot of vehicles being added as AA this patch. There's a couple that I'm going to talk about in videos later on, but the Brits are getting one, and so is France. They're also getting a top tier AAM only vehicle. So I think Germany's getting one too. I think Germany's getting the same one that France has because it's a German system. So we'll have to see. There's some other stuff in the files that wasn't on this dev server, this iteration at least, but you can see here the missiles do damage straight through the upper front plate on T-64. Doesn't really care. And for a vehicle that's designed to kill planes, I mean, having the option to kill every tank in the game is pretty nice. Something I noticed about this dev server, and I don't know if it's just a glitch with the dev server, but I had issues with the radar, even more issues than it is on the live server. So it felt really clunky. I mean, extremely clunky for some reason. And whenever you would lock onto a target, it would zoom in on your reticle, and you couldn't zoom out. So it'd be the farthest zoom in your reticle that you could do. And for some reason, you just can't track planes doing that and whatnot. Hopefully that's changed in the next iteration of the dev server and doesn't make it to live, but we'll have to see. Other than that, I mean, the ADATS is going to be a force to be reckoned with. It's absolutely insane. It's going to be insane. The lack of stabilizer, though, is going to make it worse at killing lightly armored vehicles than the Tunguska, I think, because the Tunguska's sheer rate of fire and the fact that it has a stabilizer, it causes so much problems for tanks. With this being only one gun and a slower fire rate, you're not going to be able to just knock out a cannon like that or knock out this tank's tracks, or not. You're going to have to actually be at somebody's side and really use the tank sneakily. That being said, the Tunguska doesn't get missiles that are on this level. These are 900 millimeter pen missiles. They're the best ATGMs in the game, essentially. They're the same as the HOTS, I guess, in terms of penetration. So I might even be wrong. The HOTS might be less than that, other than the helicopter ordnance that we get. So they're absolutely insane. I like them. I think it was fun playing with it. I enjoyed it. What do you guys think? What do you think about the ADATS coming and other variations of AA for top tier nations? I think CAS is going to be pretty useless now. And I mean, I don't know if it's going to be useless, but the way the radar mechanics work in the game currently, it just seems like you can't really hide from radar. The trees don't cover up radar signatures, the rocks don't cover up radar signatures, the ground doesn't cover it up if planes flying below that. So we'll have to just see with time. Hopefully they fix most of that stuff and you can actually sneakily use CAS, which I'd love to see. I'd love a helicopter to sneak around the map and start doing damage when he's not being seen. That'd be fantastic, but the times that happens is, you know, slim to none. It never happens. It's pretty much impossible. And that's just kind of how top tiers going these days. So I'm curious to know what you guys think about that. Are you excited for the ADATS? I do think it's good, at least for balance, you know, on the sheer fact that now a couple other nations are going to have Tunguska-like AAs that will cause all CAS to be afraid, not just teams fighting against Russia. So I think it's good for balance, but other than that, that's my shtick on the ADATS. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know down below actually what vehicle you'd like to see next. I got gameplay on everything that I was curious about that came out this patch, and I showed off most of the Japanese ships if you guys even want to see that. They're pretty cool. I think there's a lot of cool options there. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.